about it on like January 22nd. Kevin Smith did. He's like, oh, yep, they're done.
Oh, fuck that.
And he's like, yeah, well, we got paid. And it sucks that we didn't get.
You know,
you still get paid for it. That's cool.
Have you guys seen Dr. Sleep yet?
I have not. I chose to watch the Jay and Silent Bob reboot
Over Dr.
Sleep.
Well,
because it was a short flight and I was afraid that I wouldn't get through it or something. You know what I mean?
You really have to make the time for that movie.
All right.
It's cool.
Well, I will. I'm a King fan and I liked everybody involved. So
I've already watched that one twice too this week.
Nice.
It's really good. My wife falls asleep 45 minutes into it.
That's
and
why it's called Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Subliminally, it makes all women fall asleep.
Yes. I tried to make that
It's like
joke.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I tried to make that joke to her. I was like, you know why they call him Dr. Sleep? She's like, don't tell me. I was like, that's exactly why. Because you fall asleep.
I get it. It's in the name.
But it's really good.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
What's really cool is and you know, I mean, the whole, like I said, the whole love letter thing to certain movies, that's kind of been the thing. If somebody says it's a love letter to this or something, this is a continuation.
Right.
It brings you into a lot of the same.
Well, this is based on
everything.
the book that was a continuation of The Shining, so it's not.
You can tell it was tourniqueted a little bit too. It had to be,
of course,
to fit into the amount of time that they had. But it was fucking cool.
Nice.
It really was. There's a lot of really cool scenes, a lot of really cool lore. There's a lot of really cool everything. It was just one of those that once you get to the end of it, you're like, damn, I want to watch it again.
Really?
You really want to kind of like replay it. I mean, it's not The Shining by any means, but that was a completely different
Is it a
vision.
solid 8?
Yeah, 8.5.
Nice.
At least,
That's what I'm watching this week.
To me. Yeah, personally.
I'll take it.
I really looking forward to it.
You're the person I asked, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I know Tyson liked it, but he always wanted to wait to talk about it until we all saw it. So
yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, I thought it was a good enough movie to kind of have more repeated viewings for it because there's so much that you could actually really get out of it.
Right.
Which is really cool. But then there's a lot of stuff on the surface, which is neat.
It's neat.
It's a pretty neat one.
How neat is that?
I think we talked about it not too long ago. Wyatt Russell, son of Kurt Russell.
He is actually a U.S. agent.
Yeah, so have you seen the pictures that came forward with him in the Captain America costume?
That wasn't him because he was sitting in the background with his arm.
They show him in two different pictures.
Oh, okay.
So it is him, but
Johnny Walker was like a fucking huge meta-human / fucking power broker dude. You know what I mean?
So it'll be interesting to see how. I think basically the government's going to be like, we need our own super soldier, and they're going to use some form like they did with in the Hulk movie.
Yep.
Emil Bronsky.
Yep.
Before he became the Abomination.
Yeah. So, I mean, Wyatt Russell is probably about the same size as Chris Evans.
Yeah.
So they'll add a lot in there. But what you have now because of the Infinity War stuff is you have two different timelines of different Captain Americas. So they can introduce a Cap of the 50s. They can have Johnny Walker. They can have... they can have so many different Captain Americas because he was literally there, but he was gone at the same time. So, yeah, there's a lot of different futures that they could explore in all of that.
Well, I hope he's just the total prick that Johnny Walker is.
Yeah, no, asshole.
God,
I always liked the story of U.S. Agent. I really did.
Yeah. And then, he turned to, but he still was kind of a dick always.
Yeah.
Him and Hawkeye always fucking, because Hawkeye's kind of a dick too.
Yeah.
So they would fight in the comics a lot.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Anybody in the West Coast Avengers, they're like third stringers.
You know what we need over there? We need a Captain America.
Yes. Let's make one in black.
They have to wait until they're done with that specialty chopper that they're making as well?
Yeah. Well, they had sky cycles or some shit. They look like sea-doos for the air.
Really?
For real.
Oh, God.
Truly, however, that
somehow still
U.S. agent was brought into that when Captain America was like, I don't want to be Captain America anymore because I don't believe in your politics.
Yeah, he wanted to be.
It was like during the Nixon era.
No. It was
Right?
It was in the late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
About 86, he kind of gave up the mantle, and then Johnny Walker was again this power broker kind of a situation.
They brought him in.
Yeah, they were where they could lift like 18 tons. It was fucking ridiculous.
But he was like really violent. He was like Azrael was when he became Batman, kind of in the same degree. Well before that ever happened, by the way, with Azrael and Batman.
Yeah, before he
was like just more vicious when he was in Captain America had to come back and kick his ass and take his
as Nomad, because he was Nomad for a little bit, and then he became.
And then Nomad was Nomad for a while.
Yeah.
Who was Nomad? The guy.
Oh man, he was like one of his friends or some shit like that.
Actually, I figured you'd know because you're a big Captain America guy.
Captain America, yeah.
I couldn't remember. I remember I had some of his comics, and he had those little discs on his shirt he could throw.
Yeah. And that was before Captain America got hooked on ice.
Yeah, you're right.
So that was all in that time when I was young reading those. Yeah, but
we digress into Captain America comic books.
It'll look pretty cool. Hopefully Wyatt Russell will have some of that swagger that his dad has. You know,
I've got to imagine that he's got some personality between his two parents there.
Yeah.
So
I think it'd be pretty cool. So I'm kind of looking forward to that series.
Yeah, I am as well.
See how they're gonna do the Shield stuff, and because I watched Spider-Man: Homecoming the other day.
Yes,
and I have to say, villain-wise, out of the whole entire MCU, and that's technically like a little cog in it. I thought that Michael Keaton's Vulture was one of the best bad guys.
He was up there for me. He's probably top 3 for me. I really liked what the fuck? Black Panther.
Yeah.
What was Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, but what the hell's the name of his character?
Michael B. Jordan's character in that movie. Yes.
Yeah, it'll pop in my head here in like 2 seconds.
No, but I watching it again, I was like, completely, totally like, dang, he was really good in this movie. Yeah. And for him to be smart too, like he's like, you took your glasses off, Superman.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like figure everything out on a car ride in 5 minutes, and then nobody else could figure it out. That's what I like about these Spider-Man movies, because people figure out who he is.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard.
Yeah, well, I think they're going to do it. I mean,
Killmonger.
I think Thank you. I think they are going to do a Sinister Six movie down the road when Sony, they're going to have to. They're building up to it. So
this is the end of their partnership with Morbius, right?
No. They have a couple more movies that they'll MCU up, some Spider-Man. And then after that, it's over. So I figured that they're going to... What was really cool is those MCU Spider-Man movies, that you're seeing a villain show up in Morbius. So they're starting to bleed over that Spider-Verse. You know what I mean? Which is kind of a cool way to do it if you think about it.
Yeah.
We're going to have a Venom 2 this year. I hope it's better than the first one. I didn't hate the first one.
Just give it to Marvel and let them do it.
No, it's not going to happen.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a big moneymaker for Sony. It's understandable.
There's a lot of ego in that shit.
The same people that like Deadpool would go and love that movie.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think Venom did
Even
so
though I
well.
love Deadpool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Venom did super well.
Deadpool, yeah.
I mean, it did awesome in the theater, made a lot of money.
But I think the studio executive egos, they want the awards.
Yeah.
Tying it back.
There you go.
All the way back.
Well, there are no almost EGOT winners.
Nope. No, like Mo Rutherford.
Mo Rutherford.
Mo money.
So that's all I got for streaming.
I really don't have a lot for music. Again, music is just kind of. I constantly look through and just try to find some new things.
I got something for music.
Oh, yeah. What do you got?
Well, so earlier this week, Eddie Vedder had a party. I'm a little taken back because I was not invited to said intimate party.
Oh, nice.
Where they had I don't know, a place they listened to the new Pearl Jam album.
Cool.
Called Gigaton, that won't be out until March. So, I want to hear that. So that's what I know.
I know that there's a lot of people coming out with a lot of good stuff this year, but
I'm ready to listen. I'll be honest. I'm a big Pearl Jam fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to hear somebody new that I'm looking forward to their record.
Yeah.
Why do I have to keep listening to bands that have been around for 20 years?
Yeah.
Because I can't find anything else. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the part that's driving me nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like all kinds of styles of music, but specifically in the rock genre, that's how it's been for a few years.
Yeah, it'll have its waves, but it'll probably come back in the next 10 or 20 years.
God.
Have fun with that.
Yeah. I hope before then, and I think it will before then. I think there's people out there making stuff that I haven't even heard of yet, so that's what I'm excited about. But yeah, that Pearl Jam's new album comes out in March, Gigaton. That's what I know.
Cool.
Maybe 30 years.
Music. Music, Mitch.
Well, I mean, there's a new Stooges
Mitch killed our rock and
out.
roll.
Yeah, Mitch killed it.
I love killing rock and roll. Like that.
And I felt like the biggest asshole
Of them all.
when I killed your rock and roll.
Oh,
Mow down the sexy people. Anyways,
damn. Can we do this
a
in
little,
like Rocky
that
Horror?
was part of Brock's favorite band, System of a Down.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Why don't you wake up,
What do you get? Go ahead. What are the rest of the lyrics?
put on a little bit of makeup? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, one vinyl that I'm looking forward to is Iggy and the Stooges Till the End of the Night.
Record corner. Thank you.
Vinyl corner.
Done.
And
Are we just phoning the rest of this in? Is that what? Are we done?
pretty much.
Almost.
Oh, okay.
I think what Brock is doing is definitely not making a playlist on the fly.
No, I'm not
Okay,
making
yeah,
one. No, I'm looking through all my playlists.
Trying to pick which one will be this week's.
I was just looking at him, and he's just like not looking at us. He's not talking.
guys
He's just a little shy.
uncomfortable.
You put a little food and crumbs back to your side. And yeah.
Well, I do got a playlist that I've been holding on to. I haven't done this one yet. It's a punk rock playlist. It doesn't have all my favorite punk rock stuff on it, but I like this one a lot.
How could a playlist have all your favorite punk rock? So that'd be the
Yes.
longest playlist
It'd be pretty
ever.
fucking
yeah.
long. I was looking through some that have like 60 or 70 songs on them. I'm like, nah, I can't really do those.
That's a lot.
You gotta go like rapid fire. Like, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah. So in this
Hope you're writing this down because we're not.
So in this one, I have Black Flag starting it off with Nervous Breakdown, then My War, Gimme Gimme Gimme, Slip It In. Then it switches over to the Dead Kennedys and Holiday in Cambodia. Cambodia. It's a new country.
I like it. I'm going to go there.
Then I have Take This Job and Shove It, Chicken Shit Conformist, Terminal Preppy. Then it switches over to the Ramones with Now I Want to Sniff Some Glue, She Knows Punk Rocker, Beat on the Brat and Loudmouth. And then it switches to the Stooges, I Want to Be Your Dog, Not Right, Down on the Street, TVI, Search and Destroy, and Shake Appeal. So that's a
badass punk mixtape. I like it.
And I did miss out on some other punk rock stuff that I wanted to put on there, and I might expand that one.
Yeah, make a part 2.
Yeah, make a part 2.
Punk rock part 2.
Punk rock part 2.
In the
You know,
punk
the most
2.
punk rock thing would be to skip 2 and just go to the 3.
Punk rock 3.
3 in the punk anthology.
But then eventually go back to 2 and it just really throws off the numbering because it's actually like the 12th.
Yep.
Yeah, and then do each different letter. Like you don't ever use the same language again. Like dos, toi.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Or toi.
And then
dos,
eventually you have to
know?
start getting fake languages.
Damn.
Yeah.
Up ones.
Wow.
Maybe you could like dig into the Ramos-Z equation.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we go. For a little foreshadowing for the rest of this week. Anything else? Any other news, guys?
No, I think that's it for me. What about you, Mitch?
I got nothing.
Cool. Well, hopefully next week we'll have Tyson back and go out there and listen to our friends on all their podcasts. And Not For Everyone podcast.
Yeah, shout out
Totally
to
Rad Pod, everything.
Shart Select.
Shart Select.
Yeah, they're out of the UK.
Nice. So, I mean,
It's only select charts.
Yes.
They're very powerful.
but they are very powerful. So yeah, from Manitou Springs, Colorado.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Shout out to my little brother for his birthday. Sorry I didn't call you. I'm a dick.
When was his birthday? Because my little
Yesterday.
my little brother's was on the 19th. So happy birthday, Zach.
Happy birthday, Noah. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Not sponsored.
That was a pretty good Quickcast.
It was all right.
I think you guys should, expand and make money.